Welcome back. 5 self-driving shuttles are hitting the road in an effort to help people who have less access to transportation get around. They were crafted out of partnership with MnDOT and May Mobility. That's the company that supplied the autonomous driving technology. There are safety drivers in that van who sit in the driver's seat while the vehicle does all the work. Minnesota U.S. Senator Amy Klobuchar joined state and local leaders to launch the vans onto the streets of Grand Rapids.
It is only fitting that Minnesota, with 3 pilot projects, including this one right here in Grand Rapids, is on the forefront of trying out new ideas.
The vans are free for residents of Grand Rapids for 18 months. They can request rides through an app or call First Call 211 to get a van to pick them up.
West Fargo police are partnering with Sandy's Donuts to launch their Pink Patch project. It's all to raise money for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You can buy pink patches and pink competition coins for $10 at the West Fargo Police Department. All the proceeds go to the Edith Sanford Breast Center. Sandy's Donuts also has a Pretty in Pink donut box. $3 of the cost will be donated to the Breast Center as well.
Up next in sports, Davies begins its defense of the state championship. Tournament highlights and scores to come.